You know something's not right. Days keep slipping by, yet it feels like your life is stuck in place. You keep telling yourself, I'll fix this tomorrow. But tomorrow never seems to come. Your mind is cluttered. Your routine feels broken. And deep down, you're exhausted by it all. You long for change, but you just don't know where to start. This is where everything changes. Not next week. Not when life settles down. Right now, today, is your moment. This is your chance to take back control. Clear your mind. Rebuild your life in a way that feels right. Because if you don't act now, nothing will change. It's time to stop drifting and start living with intention. I'll share with you simple yet powerful strategies to organize your life and take charge. But the first step starts today. You need to set a clear, major purpose. Every incredible achievement, every towering success, every piece of greatness starts with one thing: purpose. Not by luck, not by chance, but by a single, powerful force, a clear, unwavering purpose. Picture this: a mighty ship at sea. The crew is ready. The engines are roaring. The water is calm. But there's one problem. It has no course, no destination. What happens to that ship? It drifts. Aimlessly, hopelessly. Eventually, it runs aground or gets lost in the vast ocean. But now, picture that same ship with a clear destination in mind. The course is mapped. The captain knows exactly where he's headed. The crew works in perfect unison. That ship will reach its destination, no matter the storms, no matter the challenges. Why? Because it moves with purpose, and so, it is with your life. A man without a clear aim is like that drifting ship. He goes where life takes him, reacting to circumstances rather than creating them. His days are scattered, his actions unfocused, and the results are disappointing. But when a man decides, with absolute clarity, what he wants and writes it down, he unleashes a power within that can change everything. Andrew Carnegie, born into poverty with little to no advantage, didn't wait for permission from the world to rise. He made a bold declaration in the quiet of his own mind. He would master the world of industry. He wrote it down, he believed it, and he pursued it relentlessly. Carnegie didn't build his empire with resources. He didn't rely on connections. He built it with purpose. His unshakable aim attracted the knowledge, the people, and the opportunities that were necessary to turn his dream into reality. And this same story is echoed by every great person I've studied: Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, Theodore Roosevelt. Behind every monumental achievement lies a mind that was fearless enough to define its own destiny. Now it's your turn. Take a moment. Reflect deeply. Ask yourself, what do I truly want from this one life I've been given? Is it financial freedom? Is it vibrant health? Is it meaningful relationships? Or is it mastery of your craft? Whatever it is, write it down. Not in vague terms, but with boldness, with clarity, with purpose. Because when you define your goal with absolute precision, you activate a power within you. Your subconscious mind starts working tirelessly, day and night, pulling into your life the people, the circumstances, and the ideas necessary to make your dream a reality. This is not fantasy. This is the foundation of all success. A mind focused on a clear purpose will always outperform a mind filled with doubt and distractions. And don't be discouraged by the size of your dreams. If your dream is worth having, it's worth the effort. Remember this: no mountain is too high when your purpose is clear. No setback can defeat you when your goal becomes a burning desire. Men don't fail because they lack intelligence or resources. They fail when they lack a clear, purposeful aim. They fail because they lack purpose. So today, I urge you, no, I implore you, to take that first, most critical step toward greatness. Define your purpose in life. Write it down. Speak it out loud. Burn it into your consciousness. When your thoughts are organized around a clear purpose, they hold the power to shape your reality. Clarity is power. Purpose is the seed of all success. Once you plant it, water it with faith, and nourish it with action, it will grow into a destiny that no force on earth can deny. Begin now. Define your purpose, and watch the world step aside. A man with a mission is a force that no obstacle can withstand. Developing a positive mental attitude is crucial. Your mindset is the key to your destiny. Just as a lens shapes the light that passes through it, your mind shapes the reality you experience. Whether you rise or fall, succeed or stumble, it all begins in the quiet chambers of your mind. Let me declare this truth with all the force I can muster. A positive mental attitude attracts success with the same certainty that a negative attitude repels it. This is not just speculation. This is law, the law of cause and effect, the law of vibration, the law of attraction. Call it what you will. These laws bend in service to the man who maintains a positive attitude that I've spent a lifetime studying the most successful men this world has ever known. From steel tycoons to inventors, from presidents to pioneers, they all had one thing in common. Not just intelligence, not just ambition, but a mind trained to find the good in every situation. Take Thomas Edison, for example, a man who failed not once, not twice, but over 10,000 times in his quest to bring light to the world. Yet, he never once called those attempts failures. He called them discoveries. Every setback, he said, was simply one more way that didn't work. That, my friends, is the language of a positive mind. When the average person stumbles, they see defeat. But when a person of purpose stumbles, they see direction. For hidden within every adversity is the seed of an equal or even greater benefit, but only the positive mind can see it. You must train your mind daily, hourly, relentlessly. Just as you wouldn't expect a field to yield crops without planting, watering, and tending to it, don't expect your mind to bear fruit unless you cultivate it with care. Feed it with positive affirmations. Guard it from doubt, cynicism, and fear. Remind yourself morning and night that you possess every power necessary to create the life you desire. Make this your daily creed. I am the master of my thoughts. I choose belief over fear. I choose hope over despair. I choose to act with courage, no matter the difficulty. Why is this so critical? Because thoughts are not idle things. Thoughts become beliefs. Beliefs become actions. Actions become habits. And habits become destiny. A man who believes he cannot will always be proven right. His belief paralyzes him. He takes no action, seizes no opportunity, and accepts failure as final. But a man who believes he can, even in the face of overwhelming odds, begins to move forward. And in that movement, he discovers momentum. In that momentum, he builds confidence. And in that confidence, he forges success. The world is full of men who complain about their circumstances, but the man with a positive mental attitude creates his own circumstances. He does not wait for the ideal conditions. He acts, and in doing so, transforms the circumstances themselves. It's not what happens to you that defines your life. It's how you respond to what happens. You may not control every event, but you can always control your attitude. You may face hardship, betrayal, poverty, or illness, but if you keep your attitude pure, strong, and positive, you will rise above every trial. Let positivity be your constant companion. Let it walk with you through every storm. Let it rise with you every morning and rest with you every night. Let no discouraging word take root in your mind without immediate contradiction. When doubt whispers, shout back with faith. When fear knocks, answer with action. When failure comes, greet it as a teacher. You are not a victim of life. You are the architect of it. And the most powerful tool you have is the attitude you choose. So today, right now, I challenge you to make a sacred commitment. Think positively, speak with optimism, act with courage, and believe with unshakable certainty that success is not just possible. It's inevitable for the person who chooses it with their whole mind and heart. Think well, believe deeply, act boldly, and watch as your world reflects the greatness of your thoughts. This isn't just philosophy, this is power. Real, tangible power, and it begins inside your magnificent mind. Master self-discipline. Discipline is the golden bridge that will carry you from where you are to where you desire to be. It's not a glamorous word. It doesn't dazzle like genius or charm like talent, but it is the unseen force behind every triumph. Without discipline, the grandest dream remains a ghost, a whisper of what might have been. Without discipline, success is impossible. All men dream, all men hope, but only the disciplined man acts, day after day, regardless of how he feels. He doesn't wait for motivation, for ideal conditions, or for someone to push him. He becomes his own commander, his own master. Success in its highest form isn't achieved in a single moment of inspiration. It's earned, slowly and steadily, through consistent, focused action. The disciplined man doesn't chase shortcuts. He builds, he sharpens, he perfects, And he does this not once or twice, but daily. Take William Renshaw, a man whose name echoes through tennis history. He wasn't gifted his greatness. He wasn't handed victory. He forged it on the courts through tireless repetition, structured practice, and an unyielding commitment to his craft. While others played, he trained. While others doubted, he prepared. He rose before the sun, not because he felt like it, but because he had made a commitment to greatness. And when match day arrived, he won, not because he was lucky, but because he had earned it through disciplined effort repeated over years. That's the power of discipline. It transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. I ask you, what routines have you committed to? What structure does your day follow? What actions are you repeating even when no one is watching? Because what you do daily becomes who you are. Discipline is not just about willpower. It's about integrity with yourself. It's the sacred act of honoring your commitments, especially the ones you make to yourself. Each time you follow through on your promise to wake early, to work deeply, to train hard, to speak truthfully, you strengthen your character. You become the kind of person success is drawn to. Discipline builds character, and character is destiny. But understand this, discipline is not a cage, it is liberation. When you discipline your actions, you free your mind. You remove doubt. You eliminate confusion. You clear the chaos. A disciplined life is a powerful life because it operates from clarity and purpose. Do not confuse discipline with rigidity. The disciplined person is not inflexible. They are focused. They adapt when needed, but they never stray from their aim. The great builders of empires, the inventors of revolutions, the leaders of movements, they all had an inner fire, yes. But more importantly, they possessed an iron structure to channel that fire. That structure was disciplined. Start small, but start today. Design your morning. Claim your time. Define the non-negotiables in your life. Maybe it's reading for 30 minutes. Maybe it's practicing your craft. Maybe it's writing your goals. But whatever it is, do it consistently. The world moves not by the person who acts occasionally, but by the one who acts daily. And when you fall, and you will, because all men do, rise without excuse. The disciplined person does not need to be perfect. They need only to be persistent. Urge you, with every ounce of conviction, make discipline your closest ally. Guard it, hone it, celebrate it. Because when the noise of the world grows loud, when distractions multiply, when others surrender to comfort, it is your discipline that will guide you through the storm. And on the other side of that storm, you will find achievement. You will find pride. You will find the person you were always meant to become. Discipline today creates the victories of tomorrow. Make it your creed. Make it your practice. Watch the world bend to the power of your relentless consistency. Harness the power of focus. Scattered energy leads to scattered results. This is one of the unbreakable laws of success. A person who divides their focus, who dips into many things but commits to none, will forever wonder why their life lacks fulfillment. But the person who masters the ancient art of concentration becomes unstoppable, focused, driven, destined. Concentration is power. The mind, like sunlight, holds immense energy, but scattered sunlight warms. When sunlight is concentrated through a magnifying glass, it ignites your thoughts, your actions, your time. When you focus them into a single beam, you become capable of miracles. The world doesn't reward the distracted. It rewards the determined. Look at Alexander Graham Bell, a man not with 100 ideas, but with one burning obsession, the transmission of speech. He didn't seek applause, didn't chase multiple inventions at once. He fixed his mind on one purpose, working tirelessly for hours, days, and years. His genius wasn't just his intellect, it was his focus. That's the great secret. Success isn't always about working harder. It's about focusing deeper. It's about saying no to the hundreds of distractions around you so you can say yes to one great purpose every day. Every day, you face noise, temptations, demands on your time and attention. And with each distraction you indulge, you scatter your energy. A little bit here, a little thought there, a moment wasted in indecision. Over time, this fragmentation becomes your life, a patchwork of unfinished efforts and unrealized dreams. But the focused person, the person who concentrates, moves with purpose. They simplify their world. They don't chase every opportunity. They select one worthy goal and give it everything they've got. If you want to unlock your full potential, you must master the discipline of concentration. First, eliminate the unnecessary. Clear your desk, clear your mind. Just like a sculptor removes the excess stone to reveal the statue within, you need to remove distractions to uncover your greatness. Second, define your one great task. What is the single most important thing you must accomplish today? Not 10 things. 1. Once you've defined it, attack it with everything you've got. Don't flinch, don't waver. Give it your full presence. Third, train your focus like a muscle. Start with short bursts, maybe 30 minutes of undivided attention, and then extend it to an hour, 2 hours. Your mind will fight it at first. It's used to being pulled in every direction. But persist. Discipline breeds mastery. Fourth, protect your environment. Build boundaries. Let others know that your time is sacred. Create a space free from distractions, both external and internal, because in stillness, focus flourishes. Finally, take pride in single tasking. In a world obsessed with multitasking, become a master of one thing at a time. Quality always outweighs quantity. Every great man I've studied, from Edison to Ford to Carnegie, possessed the uncanny ability to concentrate. They didn't allow themselves to be scattered. They channeled every thought, every breath, every ounce of energy into their mission. And because of that, they changed the course of history. So, I ask you, what is demanding your full attention right now? What task, if completed with full focus, could change the direction of your life? Commit to it. Guard it. Give it the honor it deserves. Don't mistake busyness for productivity. The person who rushes from task to task often achieves less than the one who sits still and solves one great problem. The future belongs to the focused. Your potential isn't limited by talent or intelligence. It's limited only by your ability to concentrate. Concentration is not a gift. It's a practice, a discipline, a choice. Choose it daily, and you'll find your efforts start to compound. Your results will multiply. Your confidence will rise. Soon, you'll look back at your life and see a path paved by the power of focus. Concentrate your energy, command your attention, and let the force of your focus set your world ablaze with achievement. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it's a state of power. It's the inner posture of greatness. Gratitude unlocks abundance. Yes, let me say it again. Gratitude unlocks abundance. The person who lives in gratitude doesn't wait for the perfect conditions to feel blessed. They find blessings in their very breath, in every sunrise, in every lesson hidden within hardship. And because they are aware of this, their life becomes a magnet for more good. Understand this law clearly. Whatever you focus on grows. If you focus on lack, your sense of scarcity expands. But when you focus on what you possess, no matter how small it seems, you step into a mindset of abundance. And from that mindset, greater riches will grow. Gratitude is the lens through which we see not just what is, but what can be. It shifts your focus from deficiency to sufficiency, from complaint to celebration. And in doing so, it elevates your energy, aligns your thoughts, and connects you with the unseen forces that shape your destiny. Think about the great achievers, the men and women of wealth, wisdom, and influence. They didn't just work with ambition, they walked in gratitude. They recognized that every obstacle shaped them, every delay prepared them, and every challenge refined them. They were thankful not only for the success, but for the struggle that made them who they were. Booker T. Washington, born into slavery and denied every advantage, still rose. How? Gratitude. He didn't focus on what he lacked. He focused on what he could become. That attitude fueled him, and that fuel became the foundation for his legacy. Gratitude is not weakness, it is strength. It is the quiet power that elevates your soul beyond circumstances. It allows you to say, I may not be where I want to be, but I am thankful for where I am and determined to go forward. When you cultivate gratitude, your perspective shifts. And when your perspective changes, everything changes. The world looks different through grateful eyes. You no longer curse the rain. You thank it for feeding your roots. You no longer resent the struggle. You honor it for building your strength. And in that shift, your energy changes. You become less reactive, less bitter, more open, and more inspired. Gratitude brings peace, and peace brings clarity. And from that clarity, wise action emerges. Make gratitude a daily practice. Start each morning by identifying 3 things you are thankful for. Speak them aloud. Feel them. Write them down. Let them shape your state of mind. Do this before the world has a chance to fill your thoughts with negativity. Anchor yourself in appreciation and watch how the storms of the day lose their power to shake you. In your darkest hour, gratitude is your torch. When failure visits, gratitude reminds you of the lessons. When success arrives, gratitude keeps you humble. When others falter, gratitude gives you resilience. Don't reserve gratitude only for the grand victories. Be thankful for the breath in your lungs, the strength to rise, the chance to try again, and the mind that can still dream. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's strategic wisdom. Practicing gratitude puts you in harmony with the law of increase. What you appreciate appreciates. What you give thanks for multiplies. This is not a metaphor. It's as real as gravity. The person who constantly complains invites more reasons to complain. The person who constantly gives thanks invites more reasons to celebrate. So, I say to you, choose gratitude. Not just once, not occasionally, but every single day. Make it a habit more sacred than food, more consistent than speech. Let it be the foundation upon which your character is built. For in a grateful heart, fear cannot dwell. In a grateful mind, envy cannot root. And in a grateful life, success finds fertile ground. The world responds to the person who walks in appreciation. They attract favor, radiate peace, and multiply joy. Start today. Find something, no matter how small, to be grateful for. Speak it, cherish it, and build upon it. Gratitude is the seed. Abundance is the harvest. And your future, shaped by a thankful heart, holds more blessings than you can imagine. Take decisive action immediately. Procrastination is the silent thief of dreams. It creeps in unnoticed, cloaked in the comfort of later, whispering false promises of a better time, a more perfect condition, a clearer sign. But make no mistake, while you wait, your dream withers. While you delay, your opportunity slips away. And while you hesitate, life moves on without you. Let's be clear. Decisive action is the hallmark of every person who has achieved something worthwhile. Many dream, but few act. It's the ones who act who make history. Success doesn't belong to the one who endlessly contemplates, rehearses, and plans without ever taking the first step. Success bows to the person who decides swiftly and moves immediately. The moment you make a clear decision and take action, your journey toward greatness begins. This isn't just my opinion. It's the result of decades of observation. I've studied the lives of the most accomplished individuals across every field: science, invention, politics, philosophy, and the common thread is always decisiveness. The ability to act without hesitation. The courage to step forward, even when the full path isn't clear. Look at the early pioneers, like the Wright brothers, who dared to fly despite doubt and fear. They didn't wait for the perfect conditions, the perfect machine, or universal approval. They decided to fly, and they acted. Their first attempts were rough, their failures many, but they kept going because they decided, and because they acted. Indecision is worse than making the wrong decision. Even a wrong move provides valuable feedback, experience, and momentum. Indecision, however, breeds stagnation. It traps your mind in loops of fear and doubt. It drains your will and dulls your courage. Successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly. They don't waffle. They don't waste time on endless speculation. They assess, they choose, and they move forward. You must do the same. When that flicker of a call to act arises, you must respond. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Right now. The person who waits for certainty will wait forever. The one who demands perfection before starting will never begin. But the person who decides, who acts, who dares to move forward without guarantees, he's the one who commands his fate. Action builds confidence. Every step you take reinforces your belief in your own power. It creates momentum, and once momentum is built, it propels you farther than you ever thought possible. Stop measuring your dreams. Stop negotiating with your fears. Stop asking for permission. Act. Write the first page. Make the call. Build the plan. Take the risk. Start the journey. Your life changes the moment you take control and move decisively. This is the secret that few will tell you. It's not talent. It's not education. It's not even opportunity that sets the successful apart. It's the ability to decide and act. Most people are imprisoned, but not by chains. They're imprisoned by hesitation. Refuse to delay. Refuse to hesitate. Don't wait for approval or for fear to vanish. Those things may never come. What matters is your resolve. Create this habit. Every time you catch yourself hesitating, ask, what's the smallest action I can take right now? Then do it. Not perfectly, not grandly. Just do it. Let every action, however small, be a brick in the foundation of your future. Decisiveness is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. The more you act, the more you trust yourself. Soon, hesitation will become a stranger, and action will become your natural state. Be the one who acts. Be the one who moves. Be the one who decides. Watch how quickly your life bends to your will. Because dreams aren't fulfilled by thinking, they are realized through action. The future you desire begins the moment you step boldly into it. Life is a winding road, paved with both triumphs and trials. No one who has ever reached greatness did so without walking through storms, stumbling in shadows, and facing moments that challenge the core of their being. But let me tell you this with absolute certainty. It is not the absence of setbacks that defines success. It is your ability to rise from them. Emotional resilience is the silent strength behind every lasting achievement. You will fall, but each time you do, you will rise stronger. You will fail. You will face rejection, criticism, and disappointment. These are not signs of weakness. They are the very tools through which destiny molds your character. Only the person who stands firm when the winds howl, who adapts when plans collapse, will ever experience true victory. Take Benjamin Franklin, a man whose life was an anthem of resilience. He faced rejection after rejection, endured public ridicule, and stumbled more times than history records. Yet every setback only sharpened his determination, whether in his scientific pursuits, political negotiations, or printing business. Franklin refused to let failure break him. Instead, he transformed every blow into a stepping stone. That's resilience. That's power. Emotional resilience isn't about feeling nothing. It's about feeling deeply, yet continuing to move forward. It's about crying if needed, pausing when necessary, but never quitting. The resilient person knows that failure isn't a dead end, it's a detour. They view each mistake as feedback, not finality. In that shift of perception, they find wisdom where others see defeat. You must cultivate this strength. First, train your mind to expect setbacks, not in a negative way, but as preparation. Life isn't a straight line. It curves, it bends, it tests. Accept this reality. Embrace it. When challenges arise, you won't be surprised. You'll be ready. Second, speak powerfully to yourself in moments of adversity. Your inner dialogue is your lifeline. Don't curse your luck or blame the world. Say instead, this is fuel. This is proof that I'm alive and growing. The words you speak in the heat of struggle will either build you or break you. Third, strengthen your recovery. After every fall, get up faster. After every mistake, learn quicker. After every loss, recommit with greater intensity. Let every hardship increase your hunger. Resilience isn't passive endurance. It's active adaptation. It's adjusting your methods without ever compromising your mission. Emotional resilience is the anchor that steadies your mind when the storm hits. It's the difference between those who crumble under pressure and those who thrive in it. The person who masters their emotions masters their fate. When others drown in self-pity, the resilient person reflects. When others rage against difficulty, they refocus. When others collapse, they calmly calculate their next move. Resilience turns panic into poise, doubt into determination, and defeat into data. Every setback you face holds a gift, lessons, revelations, and strengths you would never have discovered otherwise. But only the resilient person sees the gift. So how do you become that person? Practice challenge. Don't shy away from discomfort. Seek it out in controlled ways. Train your body. Stretch your mind. Test your limits. Every small struggle handled well prepares you for the bigger challenges ahead. Surround yourself with resilient souls. Draw strength from those who refuse to quit. Let their stories fuel your own fire. And above all, keep your eyes on the vision. Let your purpose be bigger than your pain. Let your mission matter more than your momentary emotions. Because the truth is this: success isn't reserved for the lucky. It's reserved for the resilient. It's the person who refuses to let one defeat define them. It's the one who gets up one more time than they fall. It's the soul who endures, evolves, and emerges stronger. So don't fear your setbacks. Welcome them. Each one is preparing you for something greater. Each one is forging a strength that no obstacle can shake. Each one is building the unbreakable you. Rise with resilience. Stand with strength. And know that the path to greatness is walked, not by the perfect, but by the persistent. Commit to continuous learning. Knowledge is the bedrock of success. Without it, ambition becomes blind, effort becomes misdirected, and opportunity passes unseen. But with real, growing, ever-expanding knowledge, you become a force to be reckoned with. Let's be clear, success starts with learning. Not learning once, not learning when it's convenient, but learning as a way of life. Those who commit to lifelong learning never grow stale. Their minds stay sharp, their adaptability remains strong, and their readiness for opportunity is unmatched. Life moves fast, industries evolve, tools change, but the person who learns every day is never left behind. While others remain frozen, they move forward. Take Leonardo da Vinci, a man with no formal privilege, yet one who mastered not just one field, but 10. His secret? A relentless curiosity. He studied anatomy, engineering, painting, astronomy, mathematics, and more. He wasn't driven by greed, but by wonder. His hunger for knowledge became the source of his genius. That same curiosity lives within you. But like a fire, it needs to be fed. Make no mistake, your mind, like a sword, dulls if unused. But when sharpened daily with new insights, perspectives, and information, it becomes a tool of unmatched precision. It cuts through confusion, sees patterns others miss, and creates opportunities others overlook. Throughout history, the greats were always students first. Andrew Carnegie, though a master of steel, devoured books with unrelenting passion. Thomas Edison, a titan of invention, never stopped experimenting and inquiring. They knew this truth. The more you know, the more you can do. The more you grow, the more you can contribute. And the more you contribute, the more success flows into your life. So, how do you build this discipline of learning? Start by reading daily, just 20 minutes a day. That time compounds over time. Choose books that elevate your thinking, challenge your assumptions, and stretch your imagination. Great minds have left their wisdom in print. You only need to reach for it. Second, question everything. Don't accept surface-level answers. Ask why. Ask how. Ask what else. Curiosity fuels progress. The person who asks the right questions often outpaces the one who has the right answers. Third, seek diverse perspectives. Don't trap yourself in one field, one ideology, or one circle. Learn from the scientist and the poet, the strategist and the craftsman. Each viewpoint adds depth to your understanding. Fourth, apply what you learn. Knowledge that isn't used becomes clutter. Knowledge applied becomes power. Test new ideas. Experiment. Reflect. Refine. Let learning lead to action. And finally, remain humble. The moment you think you know enough is the moment growth stops. Stay a student always. Let the world be your classroom and every person your teacher. Because here's the truth. The marketplace rewards value, and your value is directly tied to your knowledge and ability to solve problems. The more you learn, the more problems you can solve, and the more problems you solve, the higher you rise. Knowledge builds confidence. It reduces fear. It turns confusion into clarity and chaos into strategy. It gives you an edge in negotiations, leadership, and life. You want to stand out? Learn more. You want to earn more? Know more. You want to lead more? Understand more. Never let a day pass without learning something that brings you closer to your goals. Whether it's a new concept, a refined skill, or a fresh perspective, make knowledge your daily companion. Let others waste time on distractions. You build your mind. Let others chase comfort. You chase understanding. Let others wait for answers. You seek them. The person who learns relentlessly becomes unstoppable. And remember, knowledge isn't just for personal gain. It's your responsibility to use what you learn to uplift others, to solve real problems, to create real value. The person who learns and serves becomes a leader. The one who learns and builds becomes a pioneer. The one who learns and shares becomes immortal. So, I challenge you, start today. Open a book. Listen to a mentor. Explore a new subject. Let your curiosity become your compass. Let your hunger for growth be insatiable. The road to success is paved not just with desire, but with the wisdom to turn dreams into results. Embrace learning as your lifelong ally, and success will unfold before you. Nurture your physical and mental health. Your greatest asset isn't your wealth, your connections, or even your intellect. Your greatest asset is you. The person you are, the body you move in, the mind you think with, and the energy you bring into every room, every task, every challenge. All your dreams, your ambitions, your accomplishments, they all rest on the foundation of your physical and mental health. If you neglect yourself, you sabotage your future. Success is not a race for the exhausted, nor a prize for the burnt out. It's a reward earned by those who can endure, think clearly under pressure, and persist when others collapse. That requires strength, both of body and mind. History has shown us this. The greatest warriors, the most revered leaders, the most innovative thinkers, they all trained their bodies and minds relentlessly. They understood that the battlefield, whether of war, business, or ideas, requires more than courage. It requires stamina, focus, and clarity. And you must adopt the same standard. This isn't vanity. This is strategy. Start with your body. It's your engine, your vessel. Feed it with precision. Fuel it with foods that energize, not sedate. Hydrate it, move it, train it. Let exercise become as habitual as breathing, not for appearance, but for power, vitality, and performance. Even 30 minutes of daily movement, a walk, a lift, a stretch, will awaken strengths you've forgotten you had. As your body strengthens, so does your confidence. Your posture improves, your presence expands. You begin to carry yourself like someone who believes in their own power. Now, honor your rest. Sleep is not laziness, it's recovery. It's where clarity sharpens, memory consolidates, and resilience regenerates. Burnout is not a badge of honor. It's a sign of poor discipline. Build a rhythm that supports high performance. Wake early, sleep deeply. Rest is not the enemy of ambition, it is its ally. But physical health alone isn't enough. Your mind is the command center of your life. If it's cluttered with stress, poisoned by negativity, or consumed by distraction, your potential is compromised. Care for your mental health with the same rigor. Start with stillness. Meditation isn't mysticism, it's mastery. It's the daily discipline of calming the noise and reclaiming your focus. Just 10 minutes of deep, intentional silence can reset your nervous system, reduce stress, and increase your emotional control. The person who can still their mind is the person who can lead others through storms. Practice mindfulness. Be present. Bring full presence to your work, your relationships, your decisions. Don't dwell in the past or obsess over the future. Life unfolds in the now, and the person who lives in the now holds power that others overlook. Guard your thoughts as fiercely as your time. Negative thinking is a disease. Catch it early. Replace it with perspective. Learn to speak truth to your fears. When doubt arises, respond with discipline. When anxiety whispers, answer with action. Stress will visit. Let it teach, not torment you. Build your emotional resilience by breathing through pressure, by finding meaning in challenge, and by refusing to be shaken by circumstances. The world is noisy. Let your mind be your sanctuary. Invest in practices that nourish you. Journaling, nature, deep conversations, acts of service. Whatever strengthens your spirit, prioritize it. Because when your inner world is strong, the outer world can't defeat you. Understand this. The sharper your mind, the stronger your body, the more unstoppable your results. You can't build an empire on a broken foundation. You can't lead others if you can't first lead yourself. You can't give the world your best if you're always running on empty. Self-care is not indulgence. It's preparation. It's power. Treat yourself like a high-performance machine, because that's what you are. Maintain it, upgrade it, respect it. Make your health non-negotiable. Make mental strength a daily pursuit. Make self-mastery your standard, because every goal you chase, every legacy you hope to build, depends on the vessel you build it with. A strong body, a clear mind, and an unshakable will. This is the foundation of greatness. And it begins with one simple choice: to take care of the one person responsible for everything you will become. Take care of yourself, and the rest will follow. True greatness is not measured by what you own, but by what you give. It's not about how high you climb, but how many you lift along the way. Success, in its highest form, is never selfish. It is service. Your true legacy is not the title before your name or the wealth in your bank. It's the lives you've touched, the hearts you've healed, and the people you've empowered. That is success that lives beyond you. Look at Abraham Lincoln, a man born in a log cabin, forged by adversity, and driven not by ego but by duty. His decisions shaped a nation, but what made him truly great was not his power. It was his unwavering commitment to serve others. He stood for unity, justice, and dignity. And in doing so, he etched his name into the soul of humanity. That is impact. The truth is simple. Success expands when it is shared. What you give multiplies. When you pour into others your knowledge, your encouragement, your time, you don't lose. You grow. You grow in influence, in meaning, and in spirit. Make it your mission, not just to rise, but to raise. Yes, build your dreams. Yes, strive for excellence, but anchor your ambition to a purpose greater than yourself. Let your success be a light, not a spotlight. Let it illuminate the path for others to walk. Ask yourself, whose life is better because I lived? Whose burdens are lighter because I succeeded? Whose dreams were awakened because I dared to pursue mine? These are the questions that define true greatness. The man who climbs alone may move faster, but the man who lifts others climbs higher. When you align your goals with contribution, you tap into a deeper power. Your motivation becomes unshakable. Your resilience becomes unbreakable. You are no longer moving just for yourself. You are moving for a cause, and the world can feel that. People follow those who serve. They trust those who care. They rally behind those who uplift. To inspire is to lead. To empower is to multiply. So, give generously. Share what you know. Teach what you've learned. Mentor those who are just beginning. Encourage those who feel forgotten. Stand up for those without a voice. Every act of kindness compounds. Every word of belief echoes. Every gesture of support leaves a mark. Impact isn't about grand gestures. It's about consistent intention. Be the person who makes others feel possible. Be the person who sees potential when others see problems. Be the person who lights a fire that will burn long after your name is forgotten. And don't wait until you've made it. Start now. Influence isn't something you earn. It's something you exercise right where you are, with what you have. Smile. Speak hope. Share time. Listen deeply. These are not small things. They are seeds of greatness. Because when you help others achieve their dreams, you inevitably achieve your own. That's the divine paradox of impact. The more you give, the more you receive. The man who serves becomes unforgettable. The leader who lives becomes beloved. The soul who gives becomes immortal. Your achievements may fade, but your impact will endure. So build wisely. Build with others in mind. Build a life that matters, not just for you, but for those who will walk the path after you. Let your success be a bridge. Let your journey be a map. Let your story be a spark. Because true greatness isn't about being known, it's about being felt. The world needs men and women who rise not for applause, but for purpose, who live not to impress, but to empower, who win not just for glory, but for good. Be that person, be that light, be that legacy, and you will have achieved the kind of success no trophy can measure and no time can erase. Today, embrace these strategies, take decisive action, and start your journey toward lasting fulfillment and extraordinary success. So, if you're ready to make an impact and start living for a cause greater than yourself, now is the time to take action. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The world needs you now. Remember, true greatness is about what you give, not what you gain. Be that person who inspires, empowers, and leaves a lasting legacy. That if you found value in this message, make sure to hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more content that will help you build a life that truly matters. Let's rise together, and let's make this journey count. Stay motivated, stay focused, and remember, your impact is limitless. See you in the next video.